I'm live. Okay, I'm back on. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh, I'm watching her video here of her thing. Let me go find you. Oh, that's Margie and that group in there.
There's one person in. Hello, whoever's here. Hello.
It's not me.
Two people are in.
Okay, hang on. Let me try to get there.
One like. Ooh, talk to me. Brian. Hey, what's up, dude? Boy, I got heck. Once the internet goes down, it takes a lot to get back on again. Two people in, two likes. Who else is here? Who else is here? Bada Bean, what's up? Oh, 4 people in. You missed the first live, but that's okay. Whoever the other 2 are, say hello. I keep forgetting Bada Bean's name. Her name is Joyce. I forget my own name. Oh, Brian just sent a notice. Mommy's back. Hello, hello, hello. You know, the RV internet here. I got on the other channel just as everyone said you would start a new one. Well, I'm glad you came, Joyce. Hello, Brian. I got PJ on the phone. Say hello, PJ. PJ, say hello.
Oh, I just typed in there and said that you're still on the phone with me. You forgot to hang it up. Hello?
Oh, there you go. Okay. Goodbye. There you go. There's 4. So who's the one that's lurking? I know the other 3. Who's the one that's lurking? Say hello. Bada Bean. PJ called me and said, I don't know if anybody's going to come back because it's been a long time. But when the internet cuts me off like that, it's hard to get back on because it won't let me close the chat from the other chat. So I've got to figure out a way to cut the other chat to make it not live, because if that was the case, it would show me live all the time until I figure it out. And I don't know what button I pushed to make me unlive. Anyway, so I'm live again. Not for too much longer, because I was on the phone with PJ and she was, I love all your mugs though. There's 4 people on and nobody's saying anything. Except for the 2 of you, 3 of you. There's 5 on. Hey! Hey, Julie. Welcome back. Sorry it took me a minute. When the internet times you out after a certain amount of whatever, and then you got to go back on again. Well, if you don't shut your stream down right, which it wouldn't let me do, it shows you live it would have shown me live forever if I wouldn't have figured out a way to undo it. 6 on, 6 on. Yeah, quite funny enough that PJ subscribed to a couple of them just because they were funny. Oh, Joyce, you haven't heard. She's cancer free. She had her surgery. They did a biopsy of all the breast tissue and all her lymph nodes under one arm. And she's cancer free. She is now getting the inserts under her muscles to give her breasts. And she will get her breast augmentation or breast, whatever you call them. And then they'll be moving back to Texas. So she's doing great. Thank you for asking, Joyce. Hey, Donna, what's up? I appreciate you asking, Julie. That means a lot. She was on the first stream. She's teaching right now, so teaching Chinese kids. So she can't be on. It says there's 6 people on here, but only a few talking. Donna, you all right? Joyce, I haven't seen you in a while. Julie, I'm glad to see that you made it back, but it's like 3 hours earlier than it is here. Brian, how you doing? You doing okay? It's been a while since I've been on here. I was on here last week, but it was like a month and a half since I did a live stream before then. Am I buffering? Am I buffering? No, I shouldn't go off. Don't panic me now, PJ. Damn, woman. Oh, Brian. We got Donna, we got Julie, we got yes. Well, you're too quiet. Butterbean, I'm so sorry, but that's why I haven't been on. The quarantine and my daughter and everything else. And I was just in a funk. And I've gained, I don't know how much weight. Look at all this arm flab there. I think we all kind of, I went on live during the quarantine and everybody was like depressed. Thank you, Julie. That was very kind words for her. It's not going to end, honey, until we get a vaccine. I know, right? I gained about 10 pounds. So you got me on that one. But you know, we got to stay healthy and we got to stay safe. I'm glad you're okay. And if I come on here and you know damn well we'll make you laugh. Oh, Joyce, I understand. I couldn't get a doctor's appointment here in Georgia. I go back to Texas in order to get it. And now that I'm going back to Texas, they're blowing up. Did you go on the sourdough bread? Come on now, tell the truth. That's right, PJ. Donna. Honey, I had a Mickey Mouse ice cream sandwich that wasn't big enough for a troll. I mean, a leprechaun. See, everybody went on the sourdough. I did not hit the sourdough, Julie. I did not know. See, I don't know anybody here who's done it. If I'd have been in Texas, it might have been a different story. Oh, dang, Brian. See, I won't do a stress test anymore because they have to do mine chemically, and that's the worst feeling I ever had in my life. Joyce, I'm glad you made it on. You missed we were on another stream and my internet went kaput. So I had to start another one. I'm glad you made it. And if you ever see us on, come on, because you won't be depressed. Eventually we start laughing and having a good time. I think we're all kind of tired right now to laugh and have a good time. We've already done that. Doctor visits are no fun, especially when you can't get an appointment. We tried to make an appointment for an eye doctor here, and it's booked up till August. Ooh. What kind of brownies, Donna? I know, right? Like, I went grocery shopping yesterday too. I don't know what a pulm function is. Fantastic. I didn't do good when I went to the grocery store because I had one of those electric carts and it wasn't working very well. Pulmonary. Okay. Julie, you might have that right. Sushi. Ooh. Okay. Julie, you win that one. I wouldn't worry about spelling. This is not Jeopardy, okay? Or the spelling bee. My spelling sucks. That's why I talk. Because I can't spell. I haven't been to the doctor yet. I imagine the first thing they're going to want to do is MRIs and um, my brain and my spine. So once I get back to Texas, stuff's going to get real. I've got to I am got to call next week and make appointments because I imagine it'll be the end of July, beginning of August before I can get any. No, what is today? Saturday or Friday? I was gonna call today, but I had to go pick up my toad, and it was so nice being able to drive my own car again. And no, I haven't gotten to Class A yet. I've got to finish painting and staining. My son did a real good job on the overhead. And then when I get to Texas, I will look for Class A. Yeah, I want a Class A instead of a Class C. I need something just a tad bit bigger with a slide, Brian. It was a knee-jerk reaction, Julie. I promise. The first time I went to the store, or during the whole thing, every time I went to the store, I got cookies, I got crackers, I got all sorts of things I shouldn't have, and all of a sudden I went. Plus, I can't walk. Molly, what's up? How are you, sweetie? I know, Julie. I've been eating a whole bunch of junk food. A whole bunch of junk food. I'd go over and steal cookies from my grandkids. As a matter of fact, I stole an ice cream sandwich that fit in this. Do you believe it? A real tiny Mickey Mouse one today. You missed Teresa. She left early. She said she was on the phone, but I actually think she was upset about something. See, Julie, the one thing that happens to me is I may make out a list and have everything I need on it, but then damned if I don't forget the list. It is backward. My daughter was teaching, and my daughter said something about sending over ice cream for me, and she never did. Then she had to teach, and I knocked on her bedroom window because her husband was in there because she teaches online. And I said, I need some ice cream sandwich. Rosie said she was going to send it to me. So while he said, Rosie's teaching. And I said, I know, but you can just go in there and do it. So he went in there, got me an ice cream sandwich. The door opened, a hand slipped out, and an ice cream sandwich was there. Oh, Molly, do you have most everything packed? Are you moving to a nice place? A house, apartment, condo, what? Oh, we celebrate Rosie's great news all the time. She's she was online with me, like I said earlier. Her hair is coming back, and most of it's gray. And she's just had such a good attitude about the whole thing. Molly, it's all gonna be okay. Should we send Arnold Schwarzenegger to pump you up so you can lift up them boxes? Pump you up. I can talk like that because that's my ancestry. Okay, Joyce, I'll tell her. Yeah, we gonna pump you up. Yeah. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Man. Because, oh shit. Hang on a second, I'm gonna disappear. Or half of me gonna disappear. The other half's gonna stay right here. Go, Clyde. Go, 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 go. Come on, poop dog. Go. I really don't think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think it was Saturday Night Live, but I, I liked it once I was moved in and unpacked. Used to be a time I'd move into a place and couldn't go to sleep until every box was unpacked and thrown out. But uh, it ain't happening these days. Still got my air conditioner in its box there. Saturday Night Live, yeah. So here's another thing, Molly. Just think how many calories you burned. No? Somebody. Saturday Night Live. We gonna pump you up. What were their names? They had two funny rhyming little names. I can't remember what they were. Uh, Okay. It's crazy to be moved. Oh, an old house. I'm sorry, my knees need to be replaced. If it's better for you, then oh my God, Donna. True, Joyce. True. Hans and Franz. That's who it was. See, you said Hans and Franz, and Molly gave me the real names. I know it was Dana Carvey. I didn't know who the other guy was. You want me to send him over? I have to agree with you, Joyce. We lost PJ, we lost Brian. Wake up, PJ, Brian. The eggheads, okay. That was Dan Aykroyd, and I can't remember the other one's names, but yes. You're here? Well, why aren't you talking? Hans and Franz and moving and but you got the big eyeballs for Brian. Jane Curtin, that was her name. Thank you. You were smoking. Figures, okay. And I'm sure PJ was tipping it a little bit like me. I gotta say, if she was tipping it a little bit like me, I started her off, and I apologize, because she had to have a beer with me, and I haven't had beer in a while because I've been on a beer diet. Oh, that's not the kind of smoking he was talking about, Joyce. He was talking about the kind that makes you eat more. Oh, Dr. Mountain Lightning. Brian's been on a 420 binge, but that's okay. 90% of the people who are on a 420 binge are better off than drinking this. Thank you, Julie. You, I need my counselor here. Julie, every time I come on, I'm going to text you and say, I need my counselor because you counsel. Something that's not soda. A cold beer. And I've lost a few pounds since I quit drinking beer, and I started drinking beer again yesterday, day before yesterday. Anyway, Um, yes, it is 16 ounce. Yes, it is. Oh, shit. But I'm done. Got to take my pills here in just a little bit. Tomorrow's Saturday. I can sleep in. Well, thank you, Joyce. I'm glad you. I'm going to finish what I bought, and then I'll be done for a couple weeks. Excuse me. That was a 1. It's a pint. By God, it's called a pint. Oh my God, congratulations, Don. If I gone 6 weeks, I'd be doing handsprings. Not really. Wasn't a 6, that was a 1. I can give you a 10, but that wouldn't mean I would have to drink another beer. I don't want another beer. Yeah, that's what it says here. 16 fluid ounces, 1 pint of beer, 473 milliliters. So I drank 4 pints. I'm having a pint? Yeah, that's not a good English accent. That's not any freaking accent. It doesn't matter what it means, because to other people 420 is medicine and they don't have to take pharmaceuticals. Well, oh, okay. Well, thank you, PJ. 4 pints each. Thank you. I've had half a gallon cold beer. How about that? Thanks, Brian, for for raining on my parade, bud. What half a pint, what half a gallon I drank, I'm gonna let go of like a quarter of a gallon. I'll be right back. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I have returned. Okay, I lied. I let go of a third of a gallon, not a half a gallon. Oh, that wasn't even a good burp. Excuse me. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, it was a 3. Yeah, we were talking about letting beer out and letting beer in. No, I don't want to drink 4 more beers. I think I'm done. Go, Clyde. Go, baby. Yeah. It says 1 pint, so I drank 4 pints. Hang on, I gotta find out where my Clyde's head is. There it is. All right. His head's gotta stick up when he's covered up in a blanket. So, Joyce, I'm usually happy, except during all this mess. You know, when Rosie got diagnosed with cancer, I took a nosedive. That's my daughter, and now that she's cancer free, and I can leave Georgia, which I'm going to be leaving on the 4th of July. That's my Independence Day. Um, Going back to Texas, going to see doctors. Then I'm going to go to my land and relax for a couple weeks, and then probably head back to um, the LTVA in Arizona. I can't handle cannabis either. It makes me eat everything that's in the refrigerator. I'd go broke just feeding myself. Twitch which way? PJ doesn't make it. Oh, is that what is that called? Doing though with your butt. Well, really, if I ran out of food, and then when I used to back in the day, I used to take carbonated beverage, and I didn't care what carbonated beverage it was, and let the bubbles just pop in my mouth. I don't know. It's just a thing. Gnats are done with, Joyce. Christopher says, oh, the gnats are twerking, Twitch, twerking. Okay, you're right. But I mean, she's not twerking, she's twitching. Okay, two different things. Yeah, I found that out too, Brian. I used to date guys who used to get high all the time, and they were more functional when they were high than they were when they weren't. Imagine, because I went out with mentally unstable people until I got high. How about that? But the gnats are gone from Arizona. Um, Chris called me and said the gnats are back, but they weren't as bad as last year. And I said, yay! So I'm going to miss them this year. It is like bird watching and gnat watching. But Chris did tell me. I knew it was the end of June, the beginning of July. And he told me the gnats were back and they weren't as bad as they were last year. And I talked to him. Everybody get Joyce. Everybody gets smarter when they get drunker. What the hell? Oh, Molly. Oil or gummies? Yeah. Okay, let me just buy a bunch of bats. The only thing is, Joyce, is they got no place to roost there in Willcox, Arizona, because there's hardly any trees, much less anything bridges for them to hang on. And I think that's what caused this bullshit anyway. The 104-degree temperature. I was watching people eating bats on TV, and I went, OMG. Oh, I want to watch, PJ. But that was back in the day. Nowadays, they make stuff, non-twitching stuff. Hey, welcome back, Margie. Eating bats, the coronavirus. We were talking about bats. I see that you made it back. I was off once and came back. Good to see you back. I'm glad you visited and came back to us. I know you're laying in bed with your jammies on, and if we lose you, we know what happened. You fell asleep. But just in case Jeff is still up, tell Jeff I said, hey, and you're letting him talk in more videos, and that's a very good thing. Did you know? Yes, I do. I know you're laying in bed, and I know Jeff is probably out like a light, and you've got the phone on. And if we don't hear a word from you, I know you're sleeping. I love you, and sleep well just in case. Well, why don't you do edibles, Brian, and not smoke? Or you could do the cannabis oil. If you do edibles, it won't make you cough. We got to figure out when to do the mummy mash. It was the mash. It was a mummy mash. The mummy mash. It was a graveyard smash. 2021. Yeah, I think 2020 is wiped off the calendar completely. Boom! You take a Benadryl, you won't need medication. You'll be out like a light. Choice. I don't want it to over, Julie. I just want it to be over with. Ellie, welcome back. A friend has a brownie every evening to help him sleep. Not even going to ask who. I can probably guess, but I'm not going to ask. You feel like hookers, knickers up and down in this live stream. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, I know it's not either one of you. I already know. I think I know who it is. Ellie, just keep your knickers up, okay? How about that? Julie, that's why you've got to keep them in another house. See, I can't have chocolate or anything in my house without eating it all. Knicker free zone. Molly TMI. I got my jammies on. I'm betting I know who it is, but I'm not gonna say because that's just me. Nobody I know. Ellie, you don't need any more brownies, girl. I did. But I got a word out of you, PJ. Shit, wake up, woman. You're usually the life of the party with us. Hey, there's 13 people in here. Why isn't 13 people talking? And why don't I have 13 thumbs up? Because some people don't like. Oh, okay, Margie. Right now it is 12:32 a.m. It is now Saturday morning. I'm in my jammies all the time. My son came here last weekend and he said, "Well, it's time to get dressed and start working on your RV." And I looked at him and I said, "What do you mean get dressed? You got what you got is jammies. That's it." And he said, "All right then, let's go, Mom." Bullshit. You don't talk less, PJ, you fall asleep. Oh, honey, I don't really start falling asleep till about 3 o'clock in the morning here. About the time you're about to go to sleep. The next day, though. It's 12:33 here. I will change it in a couple months, Brian. No, they know when my shade is shut on my RV window, that means do not disturb. When it's up, then they come over. They've been over here like 3 or 4 times today. Joyce, I had to put a bra on today because I had to go pick up my car. Yes, it is it's not 4:20 anywhere, Brian. It's 4:35 somewhere. You're late. The minutes are always the same. It's the hours that are different. Any place in the world you go, it's 35 after the hour. When they're on the Zoom meetings and all of a sudden they forget they got their underwear on, they got a tie, a nice dress shirt, and their underwear, and they stand up and go, "Oops, busted." Joyce, that's funny. That's funny, Ellie. Well, Tanya, honey, not everybody knows what 420 is. So on April 20th, everybody usually says, "Happy 420." Right? I got pajamas, not these, but I got other nightgowns that look like dresses. .420 is um, uh, smoking pot. So if anybody says, "Are you 420 friendly or 420 or whatever," that means 420 is smoking pot. I know, right? This year it was like, nah. There were people 420 and that didn't 420. So if anybody mentions 420 to you, Joyce, that means they're getting high or know somebody that's getting high or smoking pot. 10-4 means gotcha, good buddy. Okay, good buddy. Yeah, I understand, or whatever. 10-4, good buddy. Tanya. I agree with you, but Joyce, I don't think it's happening. I think we're going to have to live till January 31st with it. Friday the 13th is a good day compared to what everything else is. I mean, if you follow me on Facebook, there's been a bunch of stuff I posted about this year, like the car from Back to the Future. Don't ever set it back to whatever you do, don't set the year to 2020. Well, you have to turn the heater on. I got my AC on, Ellie. Oh my God, Molly, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know that there's enough Gorilla Glue, Joyce, to fix it. No, haywire and duct tape fixes anything, but we don't have enough haywire either. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even think of chili right now, Ellie. The only thing we can think of is salads and something cool to eat that's not wintry. WD-40 might work. How about a blowtorch, Molly? Damn, Ellie. I paid $250 to get my car out of the shop today. Now, Joyce, calm down. Anything sounds good right now. That's pretty expensive for tires. I don't know what mine would cost me for my Mini. That's right, Brian. You're a little slow, but that was 10 minutes ago, but that's okay. It was nice to drive around in my own car and get to do what I wanted to do. I mean, I always felt bad because I had to ask my daughter permission to use her car. Could have been worse, except it was only a thermostat housing. It's not like it was. Okay, Brian. PJ, wake up. She done fell. She was yawning on the phone with me. She done fell asleep. That was quick for a stoner. Yes, it was. You got a second win. How the hell did you get a second win, PJ? And Brian just passed out. Hang on. You need to get your butt back in there because I'm not ready to go yet. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Just because I opened up the refrigerator. Oh shit, I didn't feed you guys, did I? I'm such a bad mommy. You cracked the bear. Oh my God. Mr. Breeze, welcome back, buddy. Let me get this dog in here. Clyde, come on. Come on. Come on. Clyde, come. Don't stare at the wall. Hang on. I got to get this dog in here. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good, Clyde. Oh, such a good boy. You'll have to wait there till I'm ready to do everything. Okay. I'll have a bar with you, BJ. Mr. Breeze made it back. Yeah. Who's hogging what time? Cheers. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Never mind. Hold on a minute. Cheers. Mr. Breeze, where you been, buddy? We've been on for an hour since our maybe she will. Bye, Brian. Thanks for coming on twice, sweetie. Cheers, big ears. Here's to big boobs. What the hell was that, Ellie? You were watching Star Trek, the movie, or the old Star Trek? We can have a pint. Bada bean. Bada, we can have a pint. Well, you'll remember by tomorrow morning, he'll call you. Why not have a pint? Oh, hell. Nothing. Margie may fall asleep at any second. I don't think anything anybody says to Margie bothers her. Yeah, I saw that. Margie is pretty thick skinned. She's from Wisconsin, you know. I'll try. You got to remind me, though. Margie's in a daze. Margie's laying in bed. She's got her covers over her. Jeff is snoring. She's got her phone right in her face with her earphones on. And if we don't hear from her for the rest of the night, that means her ass has dozed off. I know Margie. She's laying it, like I said, she got her jammies on, laying in bed. Jeff is sleeping, and she can't sleep, so she comes on the live feed. Ah, Mr. Breeze. But I love. He's at the table and you're in bed. Holy crap. Well, sometimes I see him online late, but okay, I got that one wrong. That's my mistake. Wait a minute. Have you ever, Mr. Breeze, have you ever had dinner with Margie and Jeff? They are two very, what did Butterbean say? Yeah. No, Margie, I think, gets dressed every day. She doesn't stay in jammies all the time. She come to see us once when her and maybe it was her and Dory at the LDVA, and she looked at me and she said, "Woman, don't you ever wear clothes?" Molly. Or Dory or her, one of the two said, "Don't you ever get dressed?" Hell no. Why should I get dressed? I'm in my jammies in the middle of Quartzsite and the LTVA. Who am I trying to? Who am I trying to impress? Nobody. Excuse me, that was a one. Get back in there, Clyde. Oh, hang on. Excuse me. I don't know if it was Dory or if it was Margie that said that. Yeah, it was you. Okay. Yeah, that was a 3, Molly. I can do much better than that. But if I chugged a beer, I'd probably lose my cookies right now. But you're out there and you're at LTVA, and the only people there are your friends. And why get dressed if you're not going anywhere? Why dirty 2 pieces of clothes that need to be washed? If I'd have had a car and been traveling in town or whatever, I'd have put clothes on. But because I was sitting in one spot and everybody's seen me all the time anyway, why put clothes on? I don't. Mr. Breeze, I'm sure it does. She probably burps and says, what's her favorites? By golly? Or no, that's not it. What is it? Oh, my brain just shut down. You betcha. That's what she says. You betcha. See, Joyce, when I'm out on the road, I don't take a shower but like every 3 days, and I wash myself. And unless I stink, every other day I change my jammies. It's a good beer, you betcha. Yeah. You betcha, PJ. Yeah, you guys. But I used to talk like that too, so I can make fun of you, PJ. If you came down south for 30 some odd years, you would lose that you betcha. Mr. Rees, glad to see you have boxers instead of tighty whities, but I would get the brief boxer briefs, and that might make you in a better mood. You're not fatter. I've gained so much weight on this thing. That's not Kid Rock. That's Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. Why you always picking on me? Well, PJ, I got my grandkids to come over here and drive me crazy, and all I want to do is shut the door and go to sleep. And I put clothes on today. And I put clothes on yesterday. And I put, let's see, today is, or last night, Friday. I put clothes on because I had to pick up my car. Thursday, I put clothes on because I had to go to the game. Wednesday, I put clothes on because I had to go to the store. Tuesday, I didn't put anything but jammies on. Monday, I put clothes on because I had to go to the ball game with the boys. So, tomorrow it's jammy day. No, maybe not. Because I may want to go to laundromat because I got to clean rugs and dog beds and stuff like that. Now that I got my car back. But I've had clothes on like 5 out of the last 7 days. So, and as a matter of fact, I had clothes on until I changed into these jammies halfway in the middle of the other chat. So, but I can go days, 4 or 5 days where I just change jammies. I got about 22 pairs of jammies, Molly. Who is Chuck? Chuck is Mr. Breeze. Well, we got to remember the games here. We're in Georgia, honey. They're going to play their sports. They don't believe in coronavirus. Okay, you want me to chug and I'll give you BBPJ is scamming for a case of beer. Who's BB? Who's BB? Okay. Give me just a minute. Oh, Butter. I'm supposed to call you Joyce. Burr. Gotta have the burr. Yeah. Joyce, I got you. Butterbean. But yeah, I don't have Molly's email address. I'd like to see her place. Hang on, I've got to drink half a pint. Am I being careful? Honey, it's me, my daughter, and my grandson. We don't move. It's just us and a thing. I go to the store, I have my mask on. I go to the gas station, I have my mask on, and I do the sanitizer. And if I pump gas, I use gloves. I'm trying to be careful. My kids are playing, my grandson, but they did say that, and they're not doing the 2-team, high fives and all that other crap. I'm being careful. Hang on. Okay. No, not yet. Anyway, but I'm being careful. Oh, that was weak. Just waiting. Another one's coming. I sit by myself under a shade tree. Don't talk to anybody. Sit away from everybody. Don't touch anybody. Oh, 15 my ass. 15 to 4. That was a 1, people. There you go, Mr. Breeze. You one up me. It it'll come out when it comes out. So is that where you just moved to, or where you moving from, Molly? That's where I believe I'm gonna spend the winter. I'm gonna go home for about a month to Willcox. Oh, excuse me, that was almost juicy. Excuse me. Yeah, that was almost a. Excuse me. Tanya's still here. She's laughing. Oh, Molly, that sounds enclosed porch makes me jealous because of all the damn bugs here in Georgia. An enclosed porch is almost better than having a running toilet in the house, almost. Yay, Molly. I'm happy for you. Hey, Molly, you're in southern Illinois. Are you anywhere where Nomadic Fanatic got his house? I mean, if I could have an enclosed porch to sleep in, I'd be happy. Not in Willcox because it gets too cold at night, even in the summer. Oh, Tanya must have just come back. PJ's situation where she was at sucked. She needs to just come down to the desert with us in the winter, pull her RV out in October, come down in the winter with us, and then go back in the spring and do what she does. Instead of, hang on, I've got to Where the hell's my purse? Hang on. Uh, my damn. No. Excuse me. Ah, okay, Tanya. My trees I planted and they did not make it through the winter because I wasn't there. So it's going to have to be a spring. I can't plant trees that need water right away because they won't be taken care of if I'm not there. And so you want to live in the UP? What? Well, Jamie's here somewhere in Georgia, and I believe it's northern Georgia. That's what somebody said. I was going to go see if I could hop in my little Cooper and go visit him, but it's not close enough. UP, you want to be a Uper? Oh my God. Nothing worse than a Uper. Don't go in the. Oh my goodness. That's where Grandma got run over by a reindeer. It's beautiful, but you don't want to live up there in the winter. Oh, I don't blame him, Margie. Joyce, you don't want no damn bats. What do you want to do? Start a COVID 20? Oh, okay, Molly. It wasn't racist. It was biblical, Bible, whatever. You had to join a club in order to drink. But that's it. They still do have dry counties in Texas and in Arkansas and in Oklahoma and in Louisiana, not Louisiana, and whatever. But you have to, there are dry counties and there are wet counties. It's not racist. It's um, Bible banging boogers that don't like alcohol. I don't know. I've never run into that in Tennessee. I think I've got a damn June bug in here somewhere. So yeah, there are dry counties that you can't go into clubs unless you own unless you have a membership. Some people just make you sign up for it, and some people make you pay $1. And if you're really in a hoity-toity neighborhood, you have to pay a lot of money. Dry county is they don't sell alcohol, not beer, not wine, not liquor, not anything. And if you open up a beer joint, it has to be a club, and you have to join the club in order to drink alcohol. It is in a dry county. They have to sell their alcohol outside of the county that they're in. Yeah, you can go across county lines, buy alcohol, and bring it back. You can drink any place you want. You just can't buy it there. Yes. Yes, you could, PJ. No, Mr. Breeze, that's being a little. I lived in a dry county in Texas for years, and we could go across county lines and buy our alcohol and bring it back. You just couldn't buy it, or you had, if you wanted to go out for dancing and drinking, you had to join a club, sign a piece of paper, and then you could drink in there. And some counties don't sell liquor, they just sell beer and wine. So you can have beer and wine, but you can't have liquor. Yep. There was a time where you used to have to drive 30, 40, 50 miles in order to get your alcohol. And that's the way it is in Utah. Back in the day, PJ, the whole state of Texas was dry. You had to join a club in order to drink. And then each municipality voted in drinking so they could gather up the taxes for the alcohol. But it was a Bible, because it's the Bible Belt. Southern Baptists didn't drink. I don't know if she was born yet, Mr. Breeze. I know it was called a blue law, and still now you can't buy alcohol before noon here in the state of Georgia or in the state of Texas on Sunday. You can't buy liquor in Texas. You can only buy beer and wine on Sunday, but you can't buy the hard stuff. Texas still has dry counties too. That's right, Joyce. Yep, the blue law. Oh heck, there was back in the day on a Sunday, you couldn't go out for ice cream, go out to eat, do nothing. Everything was closed on Sunday. And to this day, up in Wisconsin, you can't buy a car on a Sunday. It's the religious Southern Baptist, PJ. So that's what's called a blue law. And it used to be the blue law, you couldn't even buy alcohol on a Sunday. Now they made it you can't buy alcohol until 12 o'clock Sunday here. Right, Mr. Breeze. But that's the way it is down south in some counties. Yeah, you can buy wine at Walmart, but in most states you can't buy hard liquor. You go to Arizona, you can buy hard liquor in a grocery store, but you can't and but in Texas you can't buy hard liquor in a Walmart, and they won't even allow a liquor store close to a Walmart store. And you can't, and our liquor stores are closed on Sundays now. The liquor store here in Valdosta is open on Sunday. But I don't know if you can buy liquor on Sunday. But I know before 12 o'clock on Sunday, you can't buy any alcohol. Yeah, you got to be careful where you buy land at. Now you go to Las Vegas, you can buy liquor in a damn in Walmart. They have their liquor section. California, you can buy liquor in their grocery stores, but you can't buy Everclear in California, but you can buy Everclear everywhere else. Good night, Margie. Sleep well, sweetie. Thanks for coming back again. Love you, girl. I don't know where it is. Let me know. I roll my own, except for I ran out of tubes because I couldn't find any. Excuse me. Excuse me. No. Um, I finally found some tubes. They're not the kind that I smoke, but I'll be able to roll my own. Well, I'm right on the interstate. The interstate is, yeah, that was a 3. Chuck, that was a sad one. Well, that's fine. I mean, if that's fine with you, PJ, you just have to pay attention to where you buy land. No puke there, Molly. As long as you buy your alcohol. The only thing is counties are starting to become wet because they find out that the liquor taxes make up for a lot of their shortcomings. Okay, I'm on exit 22 in Georgia, coming out of Florida. I'm on the Florida-Georgia line. How long ago was that, Chuck? That's pretty much, Julie. They, especially when they started taxing cigarettes, and then they really still the same. I guess I'll have to see. But when I used to live in Las Vegas, how you could walk down the strip with a beer in your hand and nobody would bother you because it wasn't against the law to walk down the street with alcoholic beverage. But you walk down a neighborhood street and you'd get it for open container. Most places you can't walk around with a beer, but in Vegas you can, on the strip or around the strip. Slide down. Yeah, there's drive-through liquor stores in Texas. You drive through, get your liquor, you just can't drink it until you get home. They have that in Texas too, the margarita shops. PJ, I don't know. I know who Ron White is. No, you can't crap on the sidewalk. You can't even pee on the sidewalk in Las Vegas. You haven't heard of what, Molly? Ron White is nothing but a drunk comedian, and I love him to death. He's funny as shit. Oh my god. Lake ticks, oh my, fire ants, fire ants. Oh shit. I bet you had a lot of those white little pimples. Yes, he has. Butterbean. They have daiquiri shops in place where they didn't even have. When I was in Arlington, Texas, 3 years ago was the first time they had their first liquor store. They could sell beer and wine, but they couldn't sell liquor. And I made the mistake of going there on a Saturday night, and it was like down every aisle the checkout line was. It was ridiculous. Oh, I'm glad they weren't fire ants. I know it didn't happen unless there's a video, Tanya. Gotta have a video or pictures. Go, 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 go. Hang on, put my dog down. Again. Didn't happen unless there's a video. Oh my butterbean. You gotta be careful of the fire ants. Ask PJ about that. PJ first encounter with fire ants was when she went down to Arkansas a couple weeks ago. I'll bet they were. Yeah, I think that was the first time PJ ever come across the fire ant. Oh, hell yeah, Arkansas has them. Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Arizona. What did Miss Reed say? Well, I'm sorry if no videos. Then it didn't happen, Tanya. If they were red velvet ants and they were real big, they were probably killer ants. No video. Like I said, no video. It didn't happen. Isn't there a quiet hour there, PJ? They got hookups. Why would they be running their generator? Bye, Julie. See you soon, honey. I know quiet time after 10 o'clock. Molly, you go after him, girl. I'm sure they have 110 too. Well, Mr. Breeze, where she's at, you have to buy your property and put your RV on it. It's a hoity-toity part of town. It's a hoity-toity RV park. But they're only open until October. Oh, Molly. Put her on the phone and hold your phone up. Let Molly tell him. Has to be a hoity-toity part of town, PJ. Not many RV parks you have to buy your own lot. Usually just rent the whole thing and let her go. PJ during the summer lives in the whoop whoop part of town. Tanya. Tanya. You gotta be careful nowadays. So why would somebody have a generator on while they're sleeping when they have plug-in? I don't understand that. Unless they can't afford to pay the electric bill. So they figure they'll fuck with you by turning on their generator. I'm a lot wiser, Tanya. As far as I'm concerned, my body regulates what I do. Did I say F? Did I say the F word? Well, Molly, you can get out of your apartment and get in a shuttle bus or a bus quick. Who said food? Who said food? I don't know what you want to cuss like, what you want to say those 4-letter words in here for. We usually talk about food, but today we haven't been. Chuck. I agree with you. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning there in where she's at. And I'd get on the megaphone and holler, "Shut the generator off!" Well, PJ, I'm sure they can't afford the electric bill, but a generator costs gas money, so I don't know about that. Maybe they got their electric turned off. You read your own meters, right? Or they read your meters? Tell them to get a window air conditioner if they can't afford it. Well, then why do they have their damn generator on? Real friendly, like, I'm Molly. Thank God, PJ. See, they heard you thinking about it. Maybe they were just trying to exercise it at 1 o'clock in the morning. Excuse me. You know, out in the desert, out at the LTVA, people would run generators, even though there was a quiet time, but they wouldn't bother me as much as they bothered Rome or other people. It's like whatever, but it was cold and they didn't need to run their generator. It must have been Chuck. Chuck, were you hollering? Hollering? Is that how you pronounce it? Hollering. Yelling? Okay, Tanya, you might be right. Not as special air conditioning, but maybe they wanted to cover up their screams and their hollers and their whoop, whoop, whoop as they were having a special date night. Because some people are screamers, you know. We're late night people. I know, right? I'll bet, Molly. I'm so happy for you. Well, I got a bob, but I mean, some people are screamers, Joyce. Right. Ask PJ. Her neighbors had their generator on. I think it was to stop the noise. You're trying to be quiet. Her neighbor is. Ellie, her neighbor is. Yeah, well, now if you see an ambulance come by there in the morning, you just holler all you want, Molly. I'm a talker. I talk very loud. Tanya, that's okay. It's probably the truth. Excuse me. Well, they are. I'm a talker. So I say things that your mama wouldn't want you to hear. He knows exactly what he walked into here unless he's gone. We don't know anything about England, Ellie. A hen party. Hey, Joyce, I understand. Sometimes I'm in the middle of a sentence and I have to change it real quick and go, oh, almost like Danger Will Robinson. I talk. Dictionary parties. No, I've never heard of that. I wouldn't go because I'd probably laugh my ass off. Ellie. Oh, wait a minute. We're talking like this in front of a little preacher girl. What did you expect him to say? Mud, dirt, clay, mud, water, sand? Is that what you expect him to say? So what kind of dirty talk did you expect? Tell me. Ellie, I can picture that. Excuse me. Talk dirty to me. Well, one day I was walking through the woods and I ran into a puddle of mud. Oh, and I rolled and I got all dirty and cakey. Oh my God. I know it woke the whole street up. Mr. Breeze. Joyce. Oh my God. Well, you need to be sassy every once in a while. A dick showing party. I've never heard of that, but I've heard of a circle jerk, but LAGPS. Well, it's Father's Day on Sunday. Get him a, what are those things called? Oh, crap. My mind just lost it. Next morning, empty. Thank you. Is it a Garmin or Garmin? You can go self-service. Oh my God, Allie. Shit. You're making my ribs hurt. Clyde, lay down. You're going to have to wait, buddy. We'll get you in a couple minutes because I got to go and take my pills before I lose my freaking mind. Go, Clyde. Come on. Hey. Come on. You guys. Oh, somebody took their like away. I had 11 likes and now it's back down to 10. Somebody's like, oh crap. Molly, we don't ever go here, but we usually go food and poop. Go, Clyde. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Good boy. Hang on. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Go. Good boy. Go. Go. Lay down. Lay down. Come on. You're hurting Mama's back. Give me a second. Go. Okay. That's what you get for having a blind dog try to get into bed. Noah, Booker, Buck, or Wookie. Buck is fast asleep. LA, damn. Oh my God. Bims got mad at us for some reason and left. Oh shit. Joyce, I haven't seen you like this in a long, long time. Never mind. But Poke the wrong froggy. OMG. Okay, I was on the other one 3.5 hours. And it's been almost 2.5 hours on this one. No, you didn't tell me about the wine and beer. You just told us about the food. Chuck, Chuck, Chuck. You don't want to be prejudiced between wine and beer? You didn't want your wine to get mad because you had a beer, and you didn't want your beer to be mad because you had a wine. I got you. I can't mix alcohol. I'm sorry. They can be mad. They can get mad in the same bottle they got glad in. No, they can get glad in the same bottle they got mad in. I cannot mix alcohol. I do not mix alcohol. Go, Clyde. Again. Let's go. Come on. Oh. Good boy. Oh. Let me see what. Well, Joyce, that's okay. Grab away, baby. Good night, Ellie. And no wet dreams for me. Not gonna say, but okay, I'm gonna shut it down for the night because my dog has to go out and I have to go out, and I gotta take my pills and go to bed. I love you all. Thank you for coming back. And I'm just missing him, and I'm just missing everybody. Everybody can go because I'm going down for the night. Good night, Chuck. Good night, Molly, Butterbean, PJ, Tanya. Thank you for coming, everybody. Love y'all. I gotta let this pup out before he pees on my vacuum. Sleep well. PJ, I'll call you tomorrow. Bye.